And the Pacers go up 3-1 against the New York Knicks after winning Game 4. The score was 130 to 121. And this was a very crucial game for the New York Knicks. They really needed to win this game. Unfortunately, at one point, the Knicks were up by 15 points. The Knicks did come back into the game multiple times. They even got that lead to under 10 points. But every time it looked like the Knicks were going to come back and try to win this game, the Pacers just would not let it happen, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the Pacers had 22 fast break points in this game. The Knicks only had 9. That's a huge difference. Like, the Pacers were just scoring in the paint at will, and they were hitting threes. So when you have a team that's shooting over 40% from the three, and they're getting these fast break points in the paint, it's kind of hard to win a game like that, man. Now, I will say this. The Knicks, they definitely, they did show up to win. Jalen Brunson had 31 points. Mikal Bridges had 17 points. OG Anunoby had 22 points. Karl Anthony Towns had 24 points. But OG Anunoby, he really did struggle from the three, man. He was 1 for 7 from the three. I always say this, man. When you're struggling from the three, you don't just keep shooting threes, man. You try to get points in the paint or just pass the ball. But OG Anunoby decided to just continue shooting threes. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, he was doing this because him and his former teammate Pascal Siakam, they was going at it the whole game, man. And Pascal Siakam, he got the better of OG, man. Pascal Siakam had 30 points. He was 3 for 4 from the three, had 5 rebounds. Pascal Siakam had a hell of a game. And listen, y'all, I got to be honest, man. I got to put some respect on Pascal Siakam's name. In my last video when the Knicks beat the Pacers, I forgot that Pascal Siakam won that championship in Toronto with Kawhi Leonard. So I apologize, man. Pascal Siakam, I forgot how good of a player this guy is, man. He's a role player, but when his team needs him to score, right? This guy's an NBA champion. This guy, whenever he wants to, he can drop 25 to 30 points a game, bro. Like, this dude, he can shoot threes, he can score in the paint, he can get rebounds. And he has that dog in him, man. You understand what I'm saying? Pascal Siakam got that dog in him, man. So shout out to Pascal Siakam, man. Had a hell of a game. Also, shout out to Tyrese Haliburton. What the hell? What the helly Burton? They said Tyrese Haliburton was the most overrated player in the NBA, and he's been making everybody regret saying that, man. This man had 32 points, 15 assists, and 12 rebounds. Tyrese had a triple-double, man. What a way to shut the haters up, man. Triple-double, you dropped 32. You understand what I'm saying? He hit 5 threes in the game. And Tyrese Haliburton, man, he really willed his team to this victory, man. Him and Pascal. And, Tyrese, the thing with Tyrese is not only can he shoot threes, but Tyrese is really smooth in the paint too, y'all. He can get buckets in the paint. He's very smooth in the paint, scoring in the paint with layups and stuff like that, man. Shout out to Tyrese Haliburton, man. But like I said, man, it looked like the Knicks were going to come back. But even in the fourth quarter, when they tried to, get that lead, to under 10 points again, what's his name? Obi Toppin, who's a former player for the New York Knicks, knocked down the 3 and pretty much put the lead to 10 again. And from there, the game was over, man. And we all know Obi Toppin, he's known for dunking, right? He participates in dunk contests. When he was on the New York Knicks, he didn't even shoot threes. And he's worked his ass off. And now Obi Toppin is actually a good three-point shooter in the NBA now, man. So shout out to Obi Toppin. What a way to tell your former team that traded you to kiss your ass. You understand what I'm saying? And this series is over, y'all. This series is over. Karl Anthony Towns, he had a decent game. He wasn't as dominant as he was in the fourth quarter, obviously, like he was in Game 3, but he did have 24 points. He had 12 rebounds. He was 8 for 15. So, he had a good shooting percentage. It just wasn't enough, man. It was just not enough. Jalen Brunson had 31 points. OG had 22 points. Mikal Bridges had 17 points. Josh Hart came off the bench and had 12 points, even though he had a shit ton of turnovers. Josh Hart actually had a triple-double off the bench, which is good, man. He had 11 rebounds, 12 points. But the Pacers, man, they just got the job done, man. They wanted it more, man. And, guys, who would have thought, like, listen to what I'm about to say, y'all. Whoever would have thought that the Indiana Pacers was going to go to the finals, right? Shout out to Rick Carlisle. You know, I forgot Rick Carlisle won a championship with the Dallas Mavericks, man. You know, I almost forgot about that. Remember when LeBron James first went to the Miami Heat that first year with D-Wade and Chris Bosh? The Dallas Mavericks beat the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals, man. And Rick Carlisle was the coach of that Dallas Mavericks team. And it's obvious that Rick Carlisle is out coaching Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau has never won a championship. He's never been to an NBA Finals. I think this is his first time being in the conference finals. Somebody let me know in the comment section. Did that Chicago Bulls team with Derrick Rose, did they get to the conference finals? They might have got to the conference finals against the Miami Heat. Somebody let me know in the comment section. But Tom Thibodeau is 100% getting out coached, man. It's obvious, you know, because when you look at the Knicks roster, I think most people would agree that the Knicks is the more talented team. But Rick Carlisle is just using the Pacers players better than Tom Thibodeau is using his players on the Knicks, man. So shout out to Rick Carlisle, man. Hell of a coach. You know, he's going to the finals. And I think this game is going to be over in 5, man. I think the Pacers are going to close this game out next game. And you know, this was a win that the Knicks really needed, y'all. So let me know what y'all think, man. It's your boy Wavy. Follow your boy, share the video. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out. Let's get it.